Hello, people, internet. Are things happening? Is the internet working? I'm seeing things over here in the comments. Hey, everyone. Just thought I'd log in and say hello. Close to You has been released with all of you, and it is out of my hands. So just wanted to do a quick little chit chat and see how everyone's doing. If y'all are liking the song, any questions about it, any questions about what's going on. These comments are a little crazy, a little bit crazy. Everybody's going so quick. So roughly, this is going to be a Q&A. If y'all are wondering the room that I'm in right now, I'm home, my family home. This is actually the room I recorded all of Fuzzy Brain in. Pretty crazy to think about, but yes, I'm not in Austin currently, but generally this will just be like a Q&A. So if y'all have any questions, I'm here for it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening and being a fan. And yeah, I'm curious to see what you have to ask. Okay, I'm gonna have to slow this down. Seeing a lot of love for the song. Thank you. I've been very excited to release this. Okay, this is a good question from Lindy. Hey, Lindy. She asked, when writing the new album, did the pandemic help shape any of the songs, maybe bring a new emotion to the songs? Yes, I would definitely say so. At the top of this year, I was going to be touring all year, all across the world. It was planned for that to be the case. And I had most of the album actually done, but I didn't have a ton of time to mix it on my own. And so it just would have been crazy. I don't know how it would have happened. I don't know what the plan was. Obviously, things haven't gone the way that I thought they were going to, but it has worked out. Yeah, it's weird to think about like what would have been, because I just would have been everywhere and have probably met most of the people, chatting right now in person. Wherever you are in the world, I was probably going to be there, which is just crazy. And I will be soon, hopefully touring can start pretty soon. But yeah, I think being in a pandemic world has just allowed me to have a lot of time to really do some self-reflection on all the fame and attention that I'm experiencing. Because as many of y'all hopefully realize, I'm just a normal person, and I'm very young and growing up. I just turned 21 not that long ago, and so naturally someone's going through a lot of changes at this age anyways. But it's really strange when everyone's concerned about it and invested, especially now during a pandemic where everyone's so focused on what other people are doing. It's really weird. So it definitely has probably shaped the sound and the lyrical content, definitely, just on some self-reflection that I went through. But we will wait to talk about the album, but it's coming soon. So really excited about that. Okay, I need to click this button to make it's not scrolling for me. Okay, wait. Oh, here we go. Gosh, geez, so many of you. It's impossible. What were your inspirations for Close to You? Good question. I was listening to a lot of yacht rock. A lot of this album is inspired by 80s yacht rock, just like pop, 80s pop music. So Close to You specifically was like Whitney Houston, her song How Will I Know, obviously I Want to Dance with Somebody. Both of those are just classic songs. And it's weird because you'll listen to those songs and you'll think everybody loves this song. There are a few people, maybe they've heard it too many times and they hate it, but it is a good song. Like nobody can really disagree with that. And it's interesting how little of those like techniques, mixing wise and engineering wise, that like we're seeing in today's world. By no means do I think I'm like the perfect copy of it or something. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I don't know. I was just really inspired by like 80s pop, because melodically and lyrically it was just so different than pop music now. It seemed to be more optimistic, more community focused, like we're all dancing together. Music nowadays is kind of like put your own headphones in and like this is your own world. And there's good parts of that, but I think I'm just more attracted to the pop music from the 80s. So you know, putting my own spin on that. I don't think the 80s was like a better time or something, but the music I definitely relate to more than pop music I'm hearing nowadays. So long story short, inspirations were like the Doobie Brothers, Michael McDonald, Whitney Houston, like I said, Patti LaBelle. I've been listening to a lot of Paul Simon, Christopher Cross's second album. There's a lot more like pop stuff, you know. That was probably a label decision. They're like, you know, we need more dance music. So I don't know, 80s music. That was my inspiration. A whole decade of time. Okay, let's see. This is very hard to stop the chat. A lot of power is in these two fingers. I'm stopping my mouse pad. My laptop's also sitting on a keyboard, so if it's wobbling, that's why. Okay. Hey, Sloan, I'm wondering if you felt any pressure in writing the new album, like you had to make it as good as Fuzzy Brain. Great question. I think yes and no. Truthfully, I'm really pretty concerned just about like doing my own thing. I have a much different scenario set up for me than a lot of artists do. Just like openly speaking, I'm still an independent artist for the most part. And I write and mix it on my own. So I feel like a lot of people talk about like selling out, like an artist, like, oh, their first album was something and then they sold out. Usually what that means is they probably like started working with a bunch of different producers or something. But what I'm really proud of is that with this album, I mixed it and wrote it still on my own. So that kind of like put more pressure, but also took the pressure off, because I'm like, you know what? I'm just growing up. I'm learning how to make new music. And as long as what I'm doing is just like a true expression of myself and the music that I want to make, hopefully you guys will like it too. And if that's the case, that I'm mixing it on my own, then every album will be better than the last one, engineering and sonic wise, because I'll know what I'm doing a little bit more, mixing at least. But yeah, I definitely felt pressure, but it wasn't like intense. I think I enjoy the pressure, but we'll have to see. I don't know. But I love this album. I'm really, really, really proud of it. And I think y'all will like it too. You know, fingers crossed, but I'm really proud of it. Ooh, where do you get your guitar straps? I think it's called Soldier, or like it's a blend of the word shoulder and soldier. It's like a company based in Chicago. I just ordered them online. But they're like recycled car seat straps, turned into guitar straps. So pretty cool, recycled. Close to you. Oh no, sorry. I moved and the question was gone. Okay, let's see. I can't stop. This is crazy. I can't read these. Are you gonna make a video about how you made the song? Yes, I definitely will be doing another How I Made series. I probably will wait a while to release all of those. But yeah, I plan on, you know, showing you guys how I made all of this. So yeah, probably. You look like my cousin. That's information I just don't know what to do with. Tell your cousin I said hello, but I don't know what to do with that info. Thanks for sharing that. Okay. I'm just stopping it at random points. I feel like I'm like a slot machine or something. I don't know what I'm going to stop at. So hopefully I know the answer to these. Oh, this is a great question. Sloan, what's something that you do when you feel uninspired that helps you? That's a very good question. I definitely experience writer's block pretty often. It's kind of weird for me because I just get very critical of myself. I have a hard time like thinking what I'm doing is good. I'm very much a workaholic, so I find like the thrill from just working and having something to work on. So it's not that I ever stop making music, but sometimes I'm just more like critical of what I'm making. So I'll go back and like look at a song and be like, oh, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought. But I think when I feel best about what I'm making, and when I'm making my best things is when I'm just doing it because it's fun. I think comparison in anything, in music or art or the way you look or anything about you or your life, I think comparison almost always is not the best thing. I think stereotypes are very true most of the time. That's how they're stereotypes, is like lots of people are different ways. But I think my greatest inspiration comes from when I'm like not on Instagram for a week. And then the song that I make is like, oh, like this really feels like I'm like doing what I'm doing because I'm not concerned about what everybody else is doing. Not that I'm like above it or something, but I think it's just good sometimes to take breaks and really evaluate ourselves, especially in a day and age when we know what everybody else is doing all the time. I think it's really good to just, spend some time reflecting. So meditation and reflection is where I find my inspiration. Okay, let's see. 3, 2, 1, boom. Oh God, it's not stopping. Okay. Okay, close to you was about a personal experience or more of a thought / view you had once and wanted to make a music out of it. Brazil loves you. Brazil, I love you too. Close to you, really, I guess all of my songs are kind of half and half personal experience, half what like someone I know went through, half just evaluating what it's like to be a human being. So it's 1.5 something. Yeah, I don't know. I think all of my songs start from feeling something personally, but I don't write most of the time strictly off of something that's absolutely real. I don't know how many songs really are that way because everything's emotionally heightened and exaggerated. So for me personally, it's kind of a personal experience, but not really, because I'm making music for you to hear. That's what it's all about, is allowing you to have music to listen to and internalize and, have be your soundtrack. So I have all of you in mind when I'm making a song, thinking like, what do people go through and like, what do we experience? How have I experienced that? What do I have to say about it? So close to you is about the idea of just like overthinking, which I do overthink a lot. And so I mostly just wrote about that feeling involved with a love relationship. But it's not, really strictly personal. Okay, let's see. By the way, thank you everyone for being here. This is a really, really exciting week for me. I've been really, really waiting for this new music to come out. So the fact that you guys are here and excited and fans really means a lot to me. I wish I could reach through and give you a fist bump, but unfortunately we haven't reached that peak in technology yet. But really thank you for being here. It blows my mind and really hasn't processed yet. I have no idea what's going on. But thanks for being here, everyone. Okay. Stop. Here's 2 questions that I'll answer. Hey, Sloan, how did you learn to write such good music? Thank you. And learn all the tech stuff when you were still a senior in high school? I started making music when I was like 10 years old with GarageBand, you know, the Apple app. And yeah, I just got obsessed with making and writing music. So yeah, I don't know, just every day from that point on, it's like all I did. And in high school, I mean, I'm a pretty sociable person. I love people, but I'm very much an introvert, and I wasn't really intrigued in the, let's say, social interactions in high school. I just didn't see much point trying to join that hierarchy. So I just spent time in this room right here just learning how to make music. But yeah, when I made Fuzzy Brain, I really hadn't bought like any plugins or anything. I was using Logic. But yeah, I just like learned to use what I had and just had fun making an album, you know, trying to make an album like the music I was listening to or the music I wanted to hear. So I don't know, I was just obsessed with it. So spent a lot of time, trial and error. Okay, and then also it's saying, hi Sloan, are you going to do a Europe tour when Corona is over? Do you have plans for it? Please, you have fans here. Hey, all my fans in Europe, I notice you. It's odd because we only speak over the internet. We're very far away. And so I don't know what to do sometimes. Because I'm like, I appreciate you guys. I want to come play shows, but I can't. So until, you know, all of this stuff is cleared up, at least until the point where everyone's allowing touring to happen. But long story short, yes, absolutely. As soon as I can, I'm going to be all across the world playing rock and roll shows. So hopefully you can all be there. But yeah, this is a worldwide global phenomenon. Dayglow across the globe. Let's get it. Boom. So yes. All right, guys, I probably have room for 2 more questions. So thanks for being here again. This is awesome. Okay. Okay. I stopped at a point where there's actually no questions. Just lots of people saying yes. So I'm scrolling up. Hey, Sloan, or Sloan, hi, friend. Hello. Who were you originally going to have the duet with on Close to You? Good question. I didn't ever really have like a finite person in mind. I actually originally, so I wrote the song in the way where it's like how it is now, where I was singing the falsetto parts. And it's like an internal reflection song where it's like you're singing to someone, but it's actually just yourself and in your head and all that. So I originally wrote it that way, but then I was like, is this dumb? Should I have someone else sing it? So that's what I was talking about, just being like so in my head about things. So I kind of thought about reaching out to someone else, and then I don't know. So maybe in the future it could be like a remix or something, but I mean, there are no plans for that. But yeah, I think it always was supposed to be a song with myself. I just didn't realize that. But now it is. So yeah. Okay. one more question. Everyone, thanks again for being here. Keep spinning the song. Keep listening to Close to You. Share it with your friends, maybe your aunt and uncle. This is a song for the dads. You know, I'm reaching out to the 80s. So, yeah, I hope you all having a great week, having fun, staying safe, reminding the people that you love them. It's an important thing to do. Give them a call. Don't text them. They need to hear your voice. Okay, but one more question. Okay, 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Okay, this is I'm trying. I scrolled down just a little bit to read it, and then it started flying again. Okay, stop. Oh, it was the same question. What the heck? Okay, someone asked, as a smaller, less commercialized artist, do you ever worry about or think about big labels? They can be a big superpower in the music industry. Do you think it makes music less genuine or real? Oh man, that is a loaded question. I think, long story short, I don't want to seem too blunt or something, but I think at the end of the day, I'm just making music and having fun. That's one thing I really wanted to make sure I didn't get too caught up in, is making sure that like business came first or something. Obviously things follow behind, and like you have to have other people supporting you. Like I have managers and a whole team of people that are all really awesome. And it's really, really helpful. There aren't completely independent people. I don't think there should be, which I've learned because I'm so much like a workaholic, insular. Like I make all the music by myself, so I always approach everything like I'll do it on my own. But having people help you is a huge, amazing thing. Having resources of people who have been in the industry for a while. So I think if you just choose wisely and know directly who you're working with, then that's all that matters. But in our day and age, it's really awesome where artists like me can exist, where I just made a song on YouTube and I have a career out of it, at least right now. So I don't know. I think there'll always be someone bigger and better. This goes for anything. This goes for, music or being a chef or playing. There's always someone who will be bigger and better and, have more stuff. But as long as I'm having fun, as long as I'm making music that I love and you guys love it and you feel like, you're enjoying it, then that's what it's all about. So in the name of rock and roll, let's get it, people. Thanks for being here, and thanks for listening to the song again. Hope you're all doing really well, and we will be talking shortly. So thanks, everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye.